Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the 6th day of my water fast. Yesterday I've been craving a lot. I actually felt like stopping this. It's really bad. I don't feel hunger. If you're not familiar with this, you might think it's hunger, but it's just cravings. So basically at this point my stomach doesn't ask for food anymore. But the cravings are getting worse. Especially if you're around food or if you smell food, like for instance someone is baking something right now and it smells like dough with vanilla in it, maybe for donuts or something, and I can smell it from here. During water fasting, your sense of smell will be stronger, so yeah, that will I think that's like a primal instinct that humans have. Like if you're not eating for a long time, your body will help you get into hunter shape, into hunter mode, and you'll feel every smell, every possible smell of food. So like if I walk on the street and I smell something, I can tell exactly what it is. Like even what kind of salami is in a sandwich and stuff like that. Yeah. Now let me tell you about my cravings. I actually felt like quitting this. Luckily, I'm doing this for everybody, and I'm posting it online, and that's the reason why I didn't stop. And I know it's working, and I know I can do it, and it's a challenge for me. But I actually felt at one point last night, I felt like, okay, let's say I eat some peanuts tonight and I won't say anything on the video and nobody will know. Yeah, that's my brain trying to convince me to eat. I'll still go with it because I'm really curious what will happen after 9 days. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do it even longer, and I'll have to make a new video, like an intro video, in which I will say that it's not a 9-day water fast and it's longer. But most likely it won't be necessary. I don't think I have enough fat storages to go more than 9 days. Now I've been, yesterday I forgot to take my supplements, potassium supplement, and I didn't eat any salt. So I think this is one of the reasons why my cravings went haywire. Today I started the day with with a teaspoon of salt, and right now I'm quite okay. But I still have the cravings, and yeah, I know it's getting stronger. And I was thinking, like, if you're trying this and you feel like quitting, you could probably do that. Let's say if you fast for 5 days, then eat 1 day, then go for another 5 days, and so on. Yeah, you'll still have results, okay? Fasting works. Like for example, when I started this, I weighed myself before I started. I was almost 73 kilograms. And this morning I climbed up on the scale and I'm at 67.2 kilograms. And I haven't been at this weight since, I don't know, adolescence, I think. Yeah, I think I was in high school when I had this weight. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. So if you want to do the water fast, like a long intermittent fasting, let's say 3 days without food, 1 day with food, or 5 days without food, 1 day with food, it's okay. But you should know that if you eat, your cravings will be back, okay? Normally, if you go on a long fast, after a while, there will be no cravings. I haven't reached that point yet, but after I read that medical journal with the guy that fasted for 382 days, I say that in another video as well, I know he didn't have cravings. But then again, he was in a hospital, he was under surveillance, he talked to the doctors every day. Probably the food in the hospital is not great either, and you don't smell all the good foods anyway. So yeah, as long as you stay secluded, you should be able to fast for long periods of time, especially if you have enough fat on your body. So yeah, in order to reach that state, I presume it takes like a month or so. I don't know. I've never tried more than 7 days. But I know for sure that if you fast for, let's say, 4 or 5 days, you should be already over the hardest part, which should be on the 3rd day. Now, if you eat and you do another fast for 5 days, that will be back. Okay, so if you cannot go for long fast, yeah, you can do long intermittent fasting, but you have to accept that every time you restart it, although you will lose weight, you'll have to go through the cravings again. So yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. Like, for example, if this is my 6th day, so if I stop now and eat today and I go for another 6 days, the last 2 days will be horrible again. So it's just up to you. I mean, if you can stand going through those cravings like every week, that's all right. Okay, I'll show you some results. I don't know exactly if, how much you can figure out since yesterday. Okay. I've been drinking a lot of water this morning, so I don't know if you can see anything. I think my love handles are burning. Yeah, probably a bit better than yesterday. I mean, I can see it on the scale. One thing that you should know, you're also losing visceral fat, not just subcutaneous fat. So you will lose fat from your organs as well, especially if you're overweight. Okay, and I do have a lot of fat on my internal organs. Okay, I know for a fact that my liver is fat. So yeah, I'm also losing that. So even if you like look in the mirror and you look the same 2 days in a row, but you lost 1 kilogram, you should know that some of it is visceral fat. So that's it for today. I'll tell you tomorrow how I feel. See ya.